All right, today we're going to show part 4 of 7. We're getting there. I'm going to show records I picked up this year that were released in May of this year, 2015. I'm only talking about brand new releases that are not reissues, just stuff that's new music, not compilations. So, again, part 4 out of 7. Let's just get on with it. How's everybody doing? My name's Tom. You're watching High Rant District. And again, this is episode 4 of 7, where I'm going to be showing my 2015 released records that I picked up this year. So, records that I bought in 2015 that were released in 2015, no reissues, no comps, just new music, and just LPs. I'm going to cover May of this year in this episode. I've got 8 records that were released in May. And I'm going to start with Sub Pop Records release of Metz, M-E-T-Z. That's the album is called 2, Roman Numeral 2. Came out on May 4th. That's the backside. It's kind of a thick cover. I hate these. I don't hate. I strongly dislike these goofy covers that, I mean, it's a very beautiful cover, but these thick boxes, when it's just a single album, there's really no need for it. It's a... The inside here is this front cover, back cover, and really nice. It is a nice gatefold. It's rock. It's sort of like noise rock. It's kind of hardcore, kind of post-punk. It's got a blue and yellow swirl kind of to it, to the vinyl. It's a very good album. It's good. It's not great. It's like driving, relentless, noise, post-punk, hardcore, rock. I really dig the entire album. Again, this is Metz. The album's called 2. Strong album from start to finish. It's just that there's not a lot of variety in the songs. If you picture like driving across southern Ontario from Fort Erie, over to Windsor, to cross over into Detroit, it's just like plains and tumbleweeds, and nothing wrong with that. It's scenic, but it's just the same thing almost from start to finish. So very good album. Not great. I enjoy it a lot. Wish it was in a standard outer sleeve so I could put it in a standard, clear vinyl protector. It's already getting a little bit beat up. Next album I'm going to show is an album by a band called Twinsmith. It's on Saddle Creek Records. Came out on May 4th on yellow vinyl. It included a note. Take a look there. It says, Thomas, you made me so proud. Thanks for ordering. Signed, Jordan from Twinsmith. He's the main guy in the band. That was kind of a neat thing. This album didn't really grab me at first. It's called Alligator Years on Saddle Creek Records. Here's backside. And like I said, just yellow vinyl. Kind of flits between like harder and softer indie rock. Unlike the Metz album, it kind of goes on a journey. It's not every song sounds alike. None of them like really like seriously grab me, but it's not going to just fade into the background on you because there's different tones, different styles on all the songs. Lots of variety in there. I was down on this at first. I've upgraded my opinion. I do think it's a good record. And I'll tell you that the note that the Jordan guy put in there didn't hurt as far as getting me to give it a whole bunch of spins to let it grow on me. So, Twinsmith, Alligator Years. Good album. Third album out of 8 that I'm going to show. This is Country on Mercury Records. Chris Stapleton's debut album called Traveler. I guess he's written a lot of hit songs for other artists. Here's a backside. And he's probably doing doing this thing on his own. It's gatefold. It's a double LP. Came out on May 5th. It's a good, strong album. It's kind of if you imagine there being sort of a bridge between like old country, like you know, like a Waylon Jennings, Johnny Cash sort of thing, and the pop country that's crap, then this kind of like, this is that bridge. It's a strong album from start to almost finished. Double LP. It's kind of a lot of dead wax, but the last song, it's probably called "I Cry" because the lyrics are, "I cry, I cry, I cry about 15,000 times." Man, what a terrible way to end the record. Just leave a sour taste in your mouth. Good album, good strong album. I like kind of traditional country, and it's kind of there. So it's good. You know, definitely worth keeping. Album number 4 is from Don Giovanni Records. The band is called Downtown Boys, and the album is called Full Communism. It's punk. It's good punk, like punk with sax. I mean, there's not enough punk music with sax in it. Here's a look at the band. Female-fronted vocals, political lyrics, like any good punk should be. It's really fantastic if you like, if you like punk and you like sax, like, maybe like a hint of madness in there, great stuff. Very enjoyable. Don Giovanni Records is so good. Great label. And that came out on May 5th. Then a little later in the month, May 15th, Wire, the band Wire, released their 20,000th record entitled Wire. It's kind of like a little Wire light. The label's called Pink Flag, which is the title of, I think it's the title of the first or second album. And it's neat. It's kind of there's a bit of a new wave in this. It's post-punk, but with a little bit of new wave. It's good. I haven't given it enough listens yet because actually, although it came out in May, I just got this. Chuckles McGee, if you're not following him, please follow him. He's got a great channel and shows a ton of great records. I bought this because he showed it. And I was like, holy crap, Wire's still making music? Let me check it out. So it's good. I like it. Haven't given enough spins. I anticipate this will grow on me. But good post-punk with a bit of new wave in there. I think kind of like a Peter Murphy-ish, Bauhaus-ish sound on some of it. Album number 6. Oh, this is another Chuckles McGee show. The band is called Ceremony. The album is called The L-Shaped Man. That is a die cut. It's got lyrics on the back. Came out on Matador Records on the 19th of May. It's on Seafoam Green vinyl. There's a look at the vinyl. Just good, solid, quality post-punk. Think of this one was actually more Peter Murphy-ish and Bauhaus-ish, more so than Wire. Wire was more like traditional new wave. Not enough sleep, the cars honking at like 5 in the morning outside. I'm still in a fog. Never mind. Anyway, Ceremony. Again, a Chuckles McGee recommendation. Check out Chuckles McGee. Cool Boston guy, now up in Vancouver, British Columbia. Dude knows his stuff. 7th album out of 8 of the May releases. Came out on May 19th on Top Shelf Records. This is Diamond Youth. Nothing Matters. It's rock, alt-rock. It's kind of like a standard fare indie rock. I don't know if I'm going to keep this. All the other records I've shown so far are keepers. This is kind of like meh. Meh. Here's backside. It might need more listens. Nothing bad on here. Just nothing stands out. Just kind of alt rock, kind of vanilla. I'm sure just like one song, a clip of a song grabbed my ear, so I took a chance on it, which is pretty much how I do these buys of new music, and didn't pan out. But again, it's not going to be a goner yet. It's going to have more listens, but right now, not a keeper. And the last one I'm going to show, Daptone Records, is the record label. Sauna Star is the band. The title of the album is Look Closer. It's just great soul music. It's really fantastic soul. I think this is the kind of album that like almost anybody would dig. You just put it on, and you feel good, and it's I'm bad at describing things, but just quality soul. This could have come out in the '70s. Just a really, really great album. I think almost everybody that subscribes to me, that I subscribe to, is probably going to enjoy something of this, if not the entire thing. Solid record. It's on Daptone Records. Sauna is short for Sandra. Sauna Star were the backup singers for Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings. So she was a backup singer for them. They were the backup singer for her, Sharon Jones, and putting out their own stuff, doing a great job, just like Sharon Jones, and very enjoyable. So there you go. Out of 8 records, 7 of them so far are keepers. 8th one, maybe, but maybe to me usually means probably not. So that's episode 4 out of 7. That was my pickups that were released in May of 2015. 7 out of 8 being keepers. It's better than I've been doing so far. See you next episode. We'll see how I do with probably June and July. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.